Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romance of Three Kingdoms 14 on the Series JG. Did a little bit of stuff off screen with issuing orders for transport between cities, moving gold and food out of Jiangyang and towards Jiangzhou, and also trying to get replacement golden supplies, excuse me, heading for Jiangyang. Looked a little bit at the cores. But let's finish up the domestic part of the turn with the people minded. Let's reward some people. Also, I'm moving some gold into Chang, so I can keep doing this, just rewarding everyone without stopping to check. Anime people are really not that happy. Neither of the Rizzas are all that thrilled. Liu Meng, who's been a loyal officer for a long time, is also in need of cash. Now we just got lots and lots and lots of guys who are free. Well, not free, rather, but are prisoners, but no longer belong to a force. This guy, I'm curious who he is. He's a debater and a scholar, and I guess he always will be. Yan Jun. He's a minister of Wu, challenged Zhuge Liang, who had come as an emissary of the alliance, to battle of words but lost the debate. He was appointed defense minister when Sun Quan became emperor. So he's one of the Wu scholars who got schooled by Zhuge Liang, which means he wanted to surrender to Cao Cao, I guess. I don't know why he particular would like absolutely refuse to join our force, but apparently he does. That guy and this guy will never join us. I'll never join you. Let's look for people who would be fun to have join the force here. Jacques Yao, whose husband we executed, is not willing to join us. Zhuge Jin, the brother Zhuge Liang. It might be that nobody's going to join us on this first turn. Although apparently Zhen Ji knows how to talk to other women. She can get Zhu Xi to join us. She's a fortune teller. Isn't he the guy who becomes like a terrible ruler later for this one? I don't know. Is Da Qiao going to join us? No. Let's go talk to Tai Shi Tzi, who looks a lot like Lita's grandma on this portrait, but I like how it's poor Zhang, it's poor Lita's grandma who's always stuck as like, Lita's grandma's a piece of shit. He couldn't possibly convince anyone to join us. He's garbage. Like, he's always the guy they recommend when they're just saying nobody can make this happen. Zhang Zhao is a famous Wu scholar from the novel. Well, at least, okay, at least this guy, he would actually join us. We should be able to expect good news. So poor Lita's grandma will stop being the one who's blamed when someone doesn't want to join us. Zhang Man Chang. Now it's Feng Jiao who's being treated like she's the crap officer who couldn't possibly hire anybody. I forget who Peng Jun is, but he's got an awesome... Is he the... I don't think he's the guy who in like the later Dynasty Warriors games has like giant circular wappets and wrote poetry and stuff. We should be able to get this guy who I feel like... Oh, you know what? He didn't work for us. He worked for Kong Rong and was like his primary military dude who was like harassing our forts and shit. Bougie. Yeah, my gotta catch them all attitude towards the officers here. Bu Lian Shi. Feng Xiao, there's just no... You can't do anything. You're so terrible. Lin Cao. You could be hired by Donut Boy. Who I guess is from the game that I bought, but I don't think he's like a character who shows up at the beginning. Tao just don't want to join us. No way, no how. He ain't going to do it. Although, I mean, he refused to join us before when the force he was loyal to. Yeah, Sun Shang-Zhang's mom will join us. But hopefully this means Sun Shang-Zhang will join us too eventually, although I don't believe she's a playable officer yet. I think we're too early in the scenario. That's enough for now. I'm eating through all our orders, which is fine. We don't have anything better to do with them, but... So many people are going to need to be rewarded on the next turn after this. Okay, well, we'll have officers pouring into this city who will then... Some of them will be redeployed elsewhere. Otherwise, I should keep an eye out for cities that have exclamation marks indicating that the troops marching out of them are about to run out of food. And, keep an eye on this big throwdown right here. And I think it's really to our advantage that these... I guess these are the era units that they arrived first. Dian Wei visited Buji. Oh, I will gladly join you. Hey, Qi visited Panlin. Hey, Qi. Hey, a long time ago you used to harass our ports and stuff. Do you feel like joining us? After I cut off your head. Xu Huan visited Shiji. Hey, I'm going to stab you right in the gut. Alright. Lita's grandma visited Shang Shang. Hey, thanks for being someone who's easy to convince to join us. I was sick of being blamed for everybody who didn't want to join us. Yeah, I'm glad to help you put the blame on Fang Xiao. Our target is a unit. Capturing enemy is so tedious. I guess Lu Bu captured Zhu Si. When Liu Bei, he's a shoe scholar. He knows all about different types of footwear. When Liu Bei took the imperial throne, he and Meng Guan were ordered by Zhuge Liang to prepare Wu Dian. I don't know what any of that means, but your stats are pretty middling. Let's hire you. You do not intend to serve so easily? Okay. Fine. Whatever. Oh, we've got Alden in kind of a unique position here. He is drawn into combat, but not... He's not being pulled in such a way that he's getting attacked. So that was he got butchered there. And Pell has visited Liu Dai. I think I heard what you said through that donut, and yes. So this guy's decided he wants to cross a mountain to do battle with Kenshin Uesugi. I guess that counts as a surprise attack. I didn't expect it. These various guys have answered the call. Currently, our army faces 3 conditions. Hostile forces 1, allied forces 1, and friendly forces 1. Friendly force? I guess the friendly force and the allied force are the same report. This is... Please look at these occurrences. This is... She said these is mainly what happened. I don't think I noticed that her little messages changed from tab to tab, which seems kind of dumb. I mean, dumb that I've missed it, not dumb that they change. Yeah, I think they were caught off guard. So, kind of sucks for us to be fighting up a hill, but this is kind of like when Ma Su got trapped at the top of a mountain and encircled, right? Wasn't that the whole deal that Ma Su ignored Zhuge Liang's order? He took the high ground thinking it would be advantageous, but for whatever reason it was a terrible idea in the specific circumstance, and therefore Zhuge Liang literally had to have him put to death for defying military law and advancing his troops in a way that hadn't been authorized. Yeah. I believe that's the thing that happened. Okay, so where do I want to move these officers to? Yang'an doesn't have a lot of troops, but it could. I just moved Dawn Everstar and Shooting to Xiangyang. Oh, what the hell? Was I not aware that this exists? Why am I ignoring this path? This is where I should be attacking Zhetong. Oh, in the meantime, District 2 is actually resupplying me. They were sending supply units to Wan. Which I'm not quite understanding that, but... I think I just completely missed this before. That's obviously what we should be doing, coming through here to attack Zhetong. This force, which I'm committing the exact same crime I confused the computer of, where I let my forces get pulled apart, but they'll come in from this direction, it's fine. I'm wondering if anything can make AI Agman Mamarand attack. If I take Zhetong and Jiangye is sitting here, will they attack? If Chengdu becomes the closest city and they have it outnumbered like 5 or 6 to 1, will they attack? I don't know. I'm really curious about that. Okay. Sanction events. It probably is nothing except mid-game. Yep. Requisition gold. No, we're not. I do need to check Jiangjia. Now, I did send a transport unit to Jiangjia. Does it have gold? Yes. So, Jiangjia just needs to hold out until that transport unit gets there, basically. No, I don't need events. I need suggestions. Sap the will of the Lent unit by telling them that we just finished the Christmas season. It's nowhere near time for Lent yet. Let us sabotage Fushui Gate of Liu Zhang army. Yeah, this is so stupid. Public order and agriculture go down. It's a gate. I figured we'd sabotage its actual, you know, physical hit points or something, but no, I didn't know how it works. Do a banquet. 5 healthy officers attended. Oversee your proposals. Nah. That's fine. I don't need to be spending gold on that. Puyang, Puyang. Wan Wan. The Riz is really not that happy, is she? The only force they can... I mean, they could just leave and become free officers, but the only force they're going to defect to is Liu Zhang. I guess they could defect to Shi Ji's force, but if they defect to Liu Zhang's force, they're getting executed. I don't think that's me being unreasonable. I think that's just... Come on. Okay. Vulture Bobo's a good negotiator. Even though I was going to have him depart on this turn, I guess we'll wait one turn. Hamdingers. You are ready to come work for us. Hey, Key should have no problems with the GC. I thought for some reason that guy's name was Yingxing. Let's... Okay, now that we're down to Junyu, let's see if we can get somebody more impressive using Junyu. Like Bugotai. Is somebody already going after her, though? I feel like we sent somebody to hire her because we surprisingly found that it could work. And maybe they were just far away. Yeah, there's already somebody going after her. Juju run, run, no, Juju run, run. Are they vaguely, like, ordered the likelihood that they would join us? Maybe. Let's go back up here. We had a guy we could hire, and I didn't hire him because they said Junyu, which made me think I should be saving him for somebody else, but I think that's enough officers for this turn. How are we doing with administrative? I forgot, we spent all of our points. I think 10 is the max. So I wonder if you always have one locked slot. No matter what. You never unlock all the slots, possibly. Or getting from 9 to 10 gives you 2. Whatever, don't matter. There was like one city up here that was just... Yeah, this is the one. You guys need to switch so that you can become a massive city. Runan, can you become a massive city? You can actually become a... You know, this guy in charge. You guys appear to have extra officers, which is interesting, but I don't really need to worry about that yet. And I'm not going to look... Maybe at the end of this video, I'll do a sweep for places where officers have arrived and can be deployed, but for now... I don't know how close to zoom in you have to be before you'll notice an exclamation mark next to a city, which means that troops, it's about to run out of food. The next time we see one of those, scream at your television monitor or your computer screen that I need to pull back and check, and how far back can you go and have that be noticeable, because that would be a good thing to know. Meantime, all you guys got your orders, so let's just go. You've been informed the morale of Liu Zhang's army's Lent unit has dropped by 16. We heard about it in the newspaper. Emissary of Liu Zhang has arrived. I have come today on behalf of my lord Liu Zhang. What matter do we discuss? I will hear what you have to say. I have come to ask for the turn of Wang Fu. Likes for everything, a love, Julie Newmar. We should make a friend rather than an enemy. I recommend we release them. Yeah, no, not anything that help. Like, these are not rock star quality officers here, but we don't need the gold. It would go straight to Xu Chang. It's not like it would go to one of our outlying cities that could use it. It would go to Xu Chang. It's not really useful to us. Just denying him officers is good. You must be joking. We cannot just return them so easily. Please take your leave. So this is your answer. I should relate it to Liu Zhang. The music sounds different for some reason. Hey, Key visited Juicy. Hey, Juicy, I heard you got the juicy booty. What? Gu Xiao visited Hamdingers. Why do they call you Hamdingers? I don't know. No one likes Hamdingers. Vulture Bobo visited Chiahua. Everyone be calm, or I will kill you with my spear. That's my kind of talk. Shan Shi visited Chu Shi. I am a lot more dignified in Dynasty Warriors than most of the female characters. I'm into that. Hey, do you like to dress seductively to murder men? You know I do. Ooh, genuine visit to Mugotai. You know what I would never do? Offer up your daughter as, just kind of a diplomatic ploy to lure a man into a trap. What would cause you to say that? Got Ka increasing. Ah, we're charging up the mountain. Yeah, he's in trouble. The Dragon Carnage technique. All dragon stabbing himself in the gut and releasing terrible carnage in order to defeat the enemy. Wow. I'm impressed you were able to capture me, Wulan. Wulan didn't capture you, I did. Sorry. So that was, we really routed those guys. I think it helped us a lot that they arrived disjointed. Their whole army didn't arrive together. But, boy, we made very quick work of both those. There are some really hard-hitting officers here. 3 created officers meant for combat, and 2 of the best historical, Kenshin Uesugi is obviously not even from this period. He's special silly time travel officer, but Zhao Yun may be the best overall officer in this game. Would you consider using your talents for your majesty? No one can say no to you, can they? Plague damage in Jar. Plague damage in Tianshui. We've captured Liu Zhang's armies. Wulan. Rejoice, rejoice, we have no choice. Okay. Just gonna kind of wait so that as soon as they try to cross the water, we've got him. Of course, Lent's already in the water. We might want to try to attack him while he's in the river, but I don't think we can really reach him before he gets out. This is the main thing. I'm like, how the hell did I not notice this path before? Good grief. This one's much more of a circuitous route, but I mean, we certainly could march out of... Get some officers over in Yong'an and lead some troops up this way as well. At this rate, these guys may just, once they reach here, they may just head for, Mianji Gate and then head for Chengdu. Chengdu now has more troops in it than Zhetong, because Zhetong has launched this huge and massively unsuccessful counterattack to Jiangzhou. And we may have reached the point where it's time to march troops out of Jiangzhou, but I've got a transport unit coming here. They don't have a whole lot of gold. And they don't have a whole lot of supplies. So I probably don't want to be marching huge amounts of troops out of there. But eventually we want to build up gold and supplies there. Jianning and Yunnan are not going to be able to put up much resistance. They're far away enough that it could be annoying to take them. But yeah, there's no officer there. 9 officers here. They will move officers, obviously, to Yunnan. It's one of the cities that tends to be the last one to fall because it's so difficult to get to. Okay. I always check events just in case, but unless I took a city, there's probably not much call to do so. I'll go to Overseer Proposals. Yong'an. Banquet, yep. Lang Zhang. Couple of cities we think are really short of gold. Jiannan and Jiangjia. Yeah, they got some high-end officers in them. But they're about to get gold. So one thing that can help over here is we could stop training troops since morale is maxed. And we're also going to move officers out. This is probably the place to move them. Boo Boo, Falder, Vulture Bobo. Get all of you guys out. Do I want to move them here? The thing is, it's a medium city. We'll have this city to large shortly. So actually, we probably want to move them there. It's a little bit farther to march, but I'll be able to get a lot of troops. I mean, I can always split them up a bit, but yeah, let's split them. Let's get Lu Bu somewhere else. But that means we need to get more troops over there too. Oh, I didn't even know that you can... It's a different button you can press to avoid scrolling around like this. Yeah, Wei Yan can come over here. He's a soaring general. Two of us are off. We're off kilter. I would assume every place here has a overseer now. Yeah, but you are leaving, so let's get somebody who isn't leaving to be in charge here. Now, you should be fully armed with overseers. You are. But you guys are on the move, right? Yeah, so let's get people who aren't leaving. And now this is the city. Hopefully some people arrived here. There we go, because they still don't have a lot, but they were really short of officers before. At least they should have enough now for each of their zones. Somebody please be overseer of this place. Dongji, you can work on agriculture. You're not great at it, but the main thing is let's have somebody who's actually like pulling in some tax income here, you know what I mean? Dongji would have literally been better at this than you, but whatever, I just can't be bothered to switch anything around anymore. Sun Yi, you're the fucking worst. Do we have new officers here yet? Yes, we do. Okay. So I'm going to need troops in these two cities because I intend to eventually march out of there. I don't think we'll be marching out of here again. But I don't want to give up their food. Where are you going? You're going here. Three, 2, 2, 1. So they can only hold about 20k more troops, although they'll be able to hold more than that fairly soon. Let's move. Just in case. They'll lose a few troops, but only if they don't upgrade the city before they get there. Yeah, boy. I already did all this, right? Yeah. Lots of new well, I guess the brand new officers don't ask for money. The Riza continues to not really be all that thrilled. She's difficult to satisfy, what can I say? One guy ain't gonna work for us. This guy might, now that Hamdingers is here to hire him. This seems to be too much for Lita's grandma, who really is just the worst. Should have just killed all these guys, shouldn't I? Just to stop them from ever going to work for Liu Zhang. Well, how many turns have we got left in the... Oh, what? It's time to call it a video. I lost track of time. Alright, well, I mean, I think the smart thing to do now would be to... I got books that we can... I can't be bothered with that right now. Let's check how long have we got to go on this alliance to end Liu Zhang mania. Our alliance is Shiji. 2 months left. Okay. What I'm going to do is call it a video just to get some of these orders used. I'm going to... Oh, you ended up engaging in battle with a fort. That's not terrible, actually. Because it will mean you probably keep... You're not going to get... It stops you from getting too far ahead of the rest of this army, which is supposed to be coming with you. And actually, I should probably use them to wipe out these arrow towers along the way. Eventually, somebody will march out of Xiangzhou. This army could continue north towards Zhejiang, or it could divert and start grabbing districts on the way to Chengdu, actually. There's probably enough troops in that army to... No, they'd have a hard time capturing Chengdu without siege weapons, but they could certainly put a hurting on Manchu Gate or something like that. But anyway, what I'm going to do is call it a video, and before I shut off my PS4, I will, maybe I haven't gone through in a while and tried to give away books to educate people and get fame points. I'd like to max out fame before the game ends. I'd like to see if that happens or not. But we'll call it, and when we come back next time, we will... I don't know if in the next video, but in the next week's worth of videos, I would expect Xi will surrender and join us, and we will basically at that point have 4 cities left in China to take. See you then.